Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Milner, North Dakota, the site of tonight's Division B District 1 girls basketball contest between the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Richland Colts. For yourliveevent.com here tonight, I am Nick Furst, joined by my cameraman Connor Olson, and we are in for an exciting District 1 contest as we start to near the tail end of the 23-24 regular season, as both of these teams still with much room to improve in the district standings. First, we're going to take a look at the guests on the scoreboard here this evening. The Richland Colts, they're coming into tonight's contest at a 6-8 overall record, currently sitting in that third spot in District 1. The Colts have dropped their last two contests. They lost to Ellendale on Saturday after falling to the Maple River Raiders on Thursday. Prior to those two losses, the Colts had been on a little bit of a winning streak, winners of 4 of their previous 5, looking to get back into the win column here this evening. To take a quick look at the starting lineup for the Richland Colts, they're going to be led at guard, the lone senior in the starting lineup for head coach Olivia Johnson's Colts is the 5'3" guard, senior number 4, Taylor Gowan. She's going to be joined in the backcourt by a pair of juniors, Lillian Miranowski wearing number 2, the 5'6" junior, and the 5'6" junior wearing number 5, Sydney Loff. In the front court for the Colts here this evening is the 5'9" freshman forward, number 11, Jana Tazarek, and the 6'3" junior playing at center here wearing number 34, Elena Schmidt. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs coming into this one, they are coming in with a 12-1 overall record. That one loss coming in their previous contest just this last Saturday, where they lost to the number 1 ranked Mayport CG Patriots on Saturday, 54-39. Close game through about 2.5 quarters. Mayport CG able to pull away as the third quarter and fourth quarter carried on. So as for the Bulldogs, they're hoping to get back into the win column themselves here this evening for the first time all season after winning their first 12 games. They did play Wyoming Lidgerwood on a Friday night prior to that Mayport contest and were able to come away with a victory in that one. Taking a look at the starting lineup for the Sargent County Bulldogs here this evening. In the backcourt, they are going to have their 5'3" junior guard, number 2, Emma Bixby. Joining her in the backcourt here this evening is the 5'10" sophomore forward, number 22, Carly Kadoon. In the front court, the 5'10" senior forward, number 24, Hallie Nelson, and the 5'8" junior forward, number 35, Sadie Newstall. And to round off the starting 5 for the Sargent County Bulldogs here this evening is the senior center, standing 5'10", number 33, Amber Kerr. For both of these teams coming into this matchup, one of the key areas to focus on is going to be taking care of the basketball on the side of the Sargent County Bulldogs. They've been doing a good job forcing turnovers against their opponents, forcing anywhere around 18 to 23 a game. As for them taking care of the basketball, they're committing less than 14 turnovers a game. So for the Bulldogs, forcing turnovers and taking care of the basketball is key. It's something that the Colts are definitely going to have to try and be wary of here as this evening goes on. Emma Bixby, one of the leaders defensively for the Bulldogs. She's coming into this one averaging almost 5 steals a game. Definitely the leader on her team. We're going to step aside here from the MAC as both teams get ready for not only the national anthem but also the starting lineups. You are watching Division B District 1 girls basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
I'm Freya Angen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Richland Colts. Starting at guard at 5'6", junior William Miranowski. Starting at guard at 5'3", senior Taylor Gowan. Starting at guard at 5'6", junior Sydney Locke. Starting at forward at 5'10", freshman Janet Tazarek. And starting at center at 6'3", junior Elena Schmidt.
Once again, take a look at the starting lineup for the Richland Colts. Number 2, Lillian Miranowski. Number 4, Taylor Gowan. Number 5, Sydney Loff. Number 11, Jana Tazarek. And number 34, Elena Schmidt. Head coach for the Colts is Olivia Johnson.
Starting at point guard at 5'2", junior number 2, Emma Bixby. Starting at forward at 5'7", junior number 35, Sadie Nustel. Starting at center at 5'10", senior number 33, Amber Kerr. Starting at forward at 5'10", senior number 24, Allie Nelson. And at the other forward at 5'10", sophomore number 22, Carly Cadoon.
And once again, the starting 5 for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Number 2, Emma Bixby. Number 22, Carly Cadoon. Number 24, Hallie Nelson. Number 33, Amber Kerr. And number 35, Sadie Nustel. Head coach for the Bulldogs is Randy Searstead. Lineups are set. We're just about ready to get the ball in the air. Looking like Elena Schmidt will jump for the Colts and Hallie Nelson for the Bulldogs. And the Colts are going to win the opening tip, and that is going to be Miranowski, who is controlling the ball, guarded by Bixby. Miranowski gets her shot up off the mark, follows her own miss, but Kadun's going to come away with that rebound. Bixby taking it up the floor here for the Bulldogs. Starting off in a man-to-man defense, it's looking like here for the Colts. Maybe they're settling more into a 2-3. No, that is going to be a man-to-man. Wasn't exactly sure if Elena Schmidt was playing that middle spot down low. Newstall Ducare. This is Kadun. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Bixby guarded by Gowan. This is Nelson down low by Miranowski. And good contest there by Miranowski, but able to get it is Nelson, and Amber Kerr going to get the scoring started here early for the Bulldogs. So they lead this one 2-0 here. Good start for them, as that's going to be thrown away as Loft was trying to get it to Tazarek. So that's going to be Bulldog basketball. So taking care of the basketball and forcing turnovers. One of the keys for the Bulldogs, force those turnovers, something that, as we mentioned right at the top of the show, the Colts got to make sure they're taking care of it here. So Bixby bringing it up the floor here now, setting up the half-court offense. Newstall, this is Kerr now. Guarded loosely by Schmidt. Kadun unable to fully handle that one. Newstall guarded here by Gowan. This is Kerr. Back to Kadun. Good close out there by Tazarek. Bixby, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kerr left alone from the free throw line. Her shot bounces off, no good. Nelson with the offensive rebound. And they're going to say last touch by the Colts. I believe that was Elena Schmidt who was able to poke that one away from Nelson. But new possession for the Bulldogs. Good offensive rebound there by Nelson. Kadun sets up for the three. Rattles around, no good. Rebound gathered there by Miranowski. Miranowski looking for Tazarek, but Bixby able to pick off the errant pass. This is Kadun. Her mid-range shot a little bit long. Again, fighting for the offensive board was Nelson, but Gowan was able to come away with it. Sydney Loft now controlling the offense here for the Colts. Schmidt. Shot there from Gowan, just inside the three-point line, and one of those saves there by Nelson. You don't always like when you're underneath the other team's basket, but the Bulldogs able to come away with that one. Bixby on the drive, stops, surveys, gets it to Kadun mid-range, shot fake, shot up, no good. Newstall, offensive rebound, Kerr out to Bixby. Bixby is going to draw the foul as Elena Schmidt sounded like from up here she might have came right down on the forearm there of Bixby. Nonetheless, that's going to be Elena Schmidt's first foul, first team foul for the Colts. Emma Bixby to the line to shoot two. Her first free throw is no good. Bixby coming into this one shooting 42% from the line, so not her strongest area from the floor. Second free throw is up and good. Miranowski loses that one, and they're going to say that that was last touch by the Colts. So possession now favors the Bulldogs. About 2.5 gone here. 3-0. The only score from the field was Amber Kerr. That shot there from Bixby off the mark, and we're going to have a loose ball foul on the rebound called on number 35, Sadie Newstall. So that's going to be her first, team's first for the Bulldogs. Checking in is the 5'7" sophomore forward, number 15, Abby Fisher. Taking a seat is Lillian Miranowski. So Sydney Loft taking it up the floor now, controlling it here. Gets it ahead to Schmidt. Schmidt cross-court find to Tazarek, and Tazarek off the glass, able to get the Colts on the board here. Bixby, quarterback pass, tries to get it to Nelson, but I think Nelson was going for the pass breakup instead of the reception there, as that's going to sail out of the back of the baseline there. Into Schmidt, down low to Tazarek, and blocked there by Nelson. Good job there by Hallie Nelson, able to get back in that defensive full court press there, able to get the block. The possession will stay here with the Colts. Gowan gets it into Tazarek. Stolen there by Bixby. Bixby going to try and take it all the way to the rack. And they're going to say that she just lost that one. So turnover there for the Bulldogs. Miranowski checking back in. And Sydney Loft this time will take a seat. So back and forth defensive battle through about the first 3 minutes and change in this one. Kadoon trying to defend that one. Schmidt guarded here by Kerr. And chasing down the loose ball was Miranowski, but that's going to be over and back. So another turnover here for the Colts. That full court press definitely causes problems for a lot of teams. Something that the Colts will have to navigate their way through here throughout this ball game. Bixby guarded here by Miranowski. Nelson. Now Newstol, bunch of dribble handoff, dribble screen. Newstol loses that one, gets it out to Bixby. Kerr from the free throw line, no good. Kadoon offensive rebound. Kadoon up, no good. Offensive rebound gathered by Nelson, and we're going to have a foul. And I believe they signaled she might be shooting, and they are going to give a shooting foul to Hallie Nelson here. Or excuse me, Hallie Nelson will be shooting. That foul was called on Jana Tazarek, her first, team second. So first free throw here from Hallie Nelson off the mark. Checking in for the Colts is the 5'7" sophomore guard, number 10, Mallory Gunnis. Second free throw coming here for Nelson. Also no good. Elena Schmidt able to secure the rebound here. As Fisher loses that one, and that's going to be a turnover again for the Colts. So again, just trying to get it past this first 3 quarters of the court. A struggle here in this first half of this first quarter. Nelson now gets the screen from Kadoon. Bixby turns the corner this time, gets it to Kerr. Up top to Kadoon. Kadoon down low to Nelson. Good defense played there by Fisher, but they're going to say that Fisher reached in there for the foul. So that is going to be the 3rd team foul here, just past the halfway mark. First foul on the sophomore Fisher. So back to the line to shoot to is Hallie Nelson. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw for Nelson is good. So after an initial 0 for 2 trip, 2 for 2 this go around. And that one might have been off the fingertips of Fisher. It was. So once again, a turnover in the first 3 quarters of the court. So that full court press by the Bulldogs causing fits. Still just 1 field goal for the Colts, also just 1 for the Bulldogs until that one, as Sadie Newstol able to get the 2nd field goal from the floor. Miranowski out to Gunnis. This is Miranowski again, her dribble drive, kick out to Gunnis, mid-range, shot is good. Nice touch there from Mallory Gunnis, able to get the bucket. Kadoon now to Bixby. Bixby cross court tries to get it to Sadie Newstol, who's in the far short corner, but throws that one away. So Colts basketball here, about 5 minutes gone. Just about 3 remaining here in this first quarter. Gunnis cross court tries to find it to Bixby, but Bixby comes away with the steal. 3 steals already early on here in this contest for Bixby. Newstol gets it back to Bixby. Good find there from Kerr to Newstol, and Newstol able to convert. Nice assist there by Amber Kerr. Schmidt cross court, skip pass to Gunnis. Her mid-range shot this time no good. Rebound collected by Newstol. Nelson has this one, guarded by Fisher. Good job there by Fisher, able to stop the fast break. Amber Kerr's mid-range shot this time is good. Usually getting her points directly in the post. That time, Kerr able to convert from the mid-range. Miranowski, her 3-point bucket is good. Lillian Miranowski with the first 3-point bucket here on the evening, as Bixby almost throws that one away. Good job there by Kerr, thrown around, and Kadoon's going to come away with it and convert. And she will have a chance to go to the line and convert the 3-point opportunity. That foul is going to be called on number 2, Lillian Miranowski, her first, team 4th. As Fisher and Tazarek will go to the bench. Taylor Gowan and Sydney Loff coming back into this one. Free throw from Kadoon, no good. Loose ball on the rebound. We've got a tie up, and possession will stay with Sargent County. So good job there by Kerr, and I believe Nelson also got in to force that jump ball as Elena Schmidt, the lone Colt, trying to come away with the defensive board, and we're going to have a foul away from the pass there on Amber Kerr, her first, team's second, under 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. As we've got our first time out of the game brought to you by Bank North. This timeout is called by the Colts. And just a 30-second timeout. We will keep this one here. Some other exciting matchups to look at around District 1 here this evening that could definitely play a part when it comes to seeding and just some of the down the stretch games. Maple River is hosting Lemoore Litchfield Marion. That game is up in Maple Valley. Also playing tonight, Tri-State and Oaks. Those two teams currently tied in that 4th spot in District 1. Winner would get that tiebreak opportunity. And also the Enderlin Eagles are hosting the Wyoming Lidgerwood Warbirds. So another District 1 contest to be keeping an eye on. We'll try and update you when and if we are able for some of those games. Down low is Elena Schmidt, blocked there by Nelson, but she had to try and climb the back of the 6'3" Elena Schmidt, and she is going to draw the foul there. So Nelson, her first, team's 3rd. Elena Schmidt going to the line now to shoot 2. First free throw from Elena Schmidt is no good. Second free throw incoming. And Elena Schmidt able to get that one to rattle home. So 13-8, 1:40 to go. Kadoon, good find there to Lee. And Lee unable to get that one to go. Lily Lee just checking in after that last foul. Loft to Miranowski. Miranowski deflected by Kadoon, gathered by Peyton Hammond, who also just checked in. So Hammond looking to set up the offense here. Kadoon, mid-range elbow shot, no good. Lee gets the miss, no good. Rebound gathered there by Elena Schmidt. As we're going to have a double dribble there. It looked like Sydney Loff was going to try and find Gunnis, but I believe that was Bixby threatening to try and jump that pass, causing the turnover there. So just over a minute remaining here in this one. Sargent County leading 13-8. As the Colts are in a 2-3 zone. Coach Searstead wanting his crew to try and move the zone, move the defense. Kadoon, mid-range shot, no good. As Loft's going to come away with the rebound. About an 8-9 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Schmidt up top. Guarded by Kadoon. This is Gunnis in the corner. Her three-point shot, no good. Rebound gathered there by Nelson, and we're going to have a foul. And that is going to send Hallie Nelson to the line to shoot 2. So Amber Kerr going to check in, as well as Lillian Miranowski, I think, was the second, but I know Jana Tazarek was one of them as well checking in. So that last foul was called on Sydney Loff. Free throw here from Nelson, no good. Second free throw from Nelson, no good. Rebound fought for as Lee and Abby Fisher were fighting for it. And possession arrow favors the Colts. So Nelson 2 for 6 from the free throw line so far in this first quarter, as the Colts can settle for the final shot. Miranowski left alone for three. That's up and good. Her second triple of the first quarter brings this to within two. As she gets the steal, her shot's up, no good. Bixby able to come away with the board. Lee to Nelson. Nelson, shot no good. Lee gets the miss, and Lily Lee able to get the bucket just before the first quarter clock expires. And that'll get the Bulldog lead back up to 2 possessions. As your score here at the end of one, Bulldogs leading 15, Colts 11.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
15-11, your score here from the MAC in Milner, as the Bulldogs able to get their lead up to 7. Colts had a chance to tie it up right before the break, but Lily Lee able to get an offensive rebound, get it back up to this 2-possession lead. Carly Kadoon for 3, rattles in and out. Good strong rebound there by Elena Schmidt. As Sydney Loff, good decision there to tuck it down. Gowan, her mid-range shot, no good. And we're going to have last touch by the Colts and some incidental contact there between Miranowski and Newstol. Luckily, both of them are okay. On the floor for the Bulldogs, Emma Bixby, Peyton Hammond, Amber Kerr, Carly Kadoon, and Sadie Newstol. As for the Colts, Lillian Miranowski, Taylor Gowan, Sydney Loff, Elena Schmidt, and Jana Tazarek, as we might have a rolled ankle for the Colts, Sydney Loff. And yes, they are going to, or maybe she bumped knees. She's grabbing her knee, so hopefully she's going to be okay, as Mallory Gunnis is going to check in here. So Schmidt gets it to Gunnis. This is now Gowan. Down low to Tazarek. Tazarek down low to Schmidt. Good dig there by Bixby, and that shot by Schmidt, no good. Rebound by Kerr. Bixby now up ahead to Kadoon. Good job there by Kadoon, able to avoid the charge. And instead, she's going to draw the blocking foul and go to the line now to shoot 2. So Tazarek going to pick up her second, team's first. Kadoon to the line now to shoot 2. First free throw rattles in and out. Second free throw from Kadoon is up and good. So lead back up to 7 now. Just over a minute gone here in this second quarter, as Miranowski is going to pick up the foul on number 21, Peyton Hammond. Her first, team's first here in this second quarter. Gunnis gets that into Gowan. This is Schmidt now, looking for some guard help. Miranowski, 2 triples there in that first quarter. Gets it now to Gunnis. This is Gowan. Good closeout there by Hammond. Left alone is Gowan. Mid-range corner shot, no good. Loose ball, tipped out of bounds. And possession will go to the Bulldogs. So good fight there by Tazarek, going for that offensive board, but Bulldog basketball. Bixby bringing it up the floor, back to that man-to-man defense we saw much of that first quarter. for the Colts. Newstall gets the screen from Kerr, and we're going to have a moving screen. Anytime you do the dribble handoff with a ball screen, you always run into the risk of not getting set with that screen, and that's what happened to Kerr there. She's going to pick up her team second here in the second quarter. Miranowski gets it to Gunnis. Gunnis now, good stop there by Bixby. Poked away, gathered by Hammond. Hammond going to pull this one back. Gets it inside to Kadoon. Good find there by Hammond, but Kadoon unable to convert. Again, Kadoon unable to get that one to go. Gunnis is going to pull this one back. Good transition defense played there by the Bulldogs, able to make the Colts settle back into their half-court set. Gunnis now near side corner. Gunnis looking for some help, deflected by Bixby, able to get that deflected back into a good shot, but leaves that one short. Rebound gathered by Newstall. Hammond alone on the fast break. Unable to gather it, somehow gets it to Bixby to Newstall, and that one in and out as Newstall is able to follow her own miss and draw the foul. So a lot of easy shots being missed at the bucket by Sargent County, but they've been fortunate to get a lot of second chance opportunities and free throw opportunities, as that first free throw from Newstall is up and good. Checking back in to the game for the Colts, Abby Fisher, as Miranowski will take a seat. Second free throw coming here from Newstall is up and good. That last foul was called on Miranowski, her second, team second. So just about 3 minutes gone here. Fisher tries to look like she was going to try and get that up ahead to Gowan before she took a few extra steps there. Newstall going to be the one inbounding it to Bixby. Fisher guarding Bixby here. Kadoon down to Newstall. This is Kadoon, her shot off the glass, no good. Nelson gets the offensive board, and they're going to say last touch by the Colts. I believe that was Schmidt who deflected that one out of bounds. Good seal there by Kadoon. Nelson gets it into Kadoon, who is going to finish lead, and now up to double digits for the first time here this evening for Sargent County. As Gunnis throws that one away. Newstall tries to get it to Hammond. Behind the back save attempt there, but no good. As Gowan has that poked away by Hammond, and good decision there by Hammond to pull that one back. Newstall now back to Bixby. Coach Searstead telling his crew to set up their offense here as we approach the halfway mark here in the second quarter. Newstall guarded by Gowan. This is Nelson up top to Bixby. Down low to Kadoon. Kadoon, left-hand finish. Good feed there inside as Gunnis picked off by Nelson. Nelson tries to get in the head to Kadoon. Over the shoulder grab by Kadoon, and able to get that one to go is Carly Kadoon. 3 straight buckets for Carly Kadoon, as we've got a timeout brought to you by Bank North, called by the Richland Colts. We will step aside as the Bulldogs lead in this one, 26, Colts 11.
Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
26-11 the score here at the halfway mark in the second quarter. Looking at Another score going on in District 1. Maple River currently leading at the start of the second half over Lemoore, 26-21. Miranowski able to snake her way all the way to the glass. Unable to get it to convert as Fisher came flying in for the offensive board. We had a tie-up, and possession will stay here with the Colts. Good effort there by Fisher, able to get to that loose ball. Schmidt gets it cross-court to Fisher, and shot there by Fisher, no good. Cadoon able to come away with the rebound. Bixby looking to push, settles this one back. Elena Anderson, floater from Anderson, no good. Gets her own miss out to Bixby, and Bixby forces that one up. She was kind of caught in between whether to pass that one off, whether to shoot, and instead that one's going to go out of bounds and beat Colts basketball. So Elena Anderson, number 4, checking in for Sargent County at the break, as we've got a travel there by Jana Tazarek. And checking back in for the Colts is number 5, Sydney Loff, and for the Bulldogs, number 14, Lily Lee, as Peyton Hammond will take a seat, and Mallory Gunnis for the Colts will take a seat. So just over 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter of play. Anderson, this is Bixby, now Cadoon guarded by Tazarek, down low to Nelson. Nelson out to Anderson. Anderson's three-point shot off the mark. Fighting for the loose ball. Lee is able to gather it. Up top now is Bixby. Down to Cadoon. Her shot over the left shoulder, no good. Fighting for the offensive board, but finally going to be gathered there by Miranowski. Tazarek now ahead to Fisher. That was Loff who was able to get that one to convert off of the feed from Fisher. Lee is going to be called for the travel. I heard the coach on the last possession telling Lee to shoot when she had an open three, and I think she thought about it too much on that one. So turnover by Sargent County as Sadie Newstow comes back in. Checking in for the first time for the Colts is the sophomore guard, number 14, Kylie Coomer. Loff crosses over back inside. This is out to Miranowski. Her three-point shot is good. 3 for 3 from 3 is number 2, Lillian Miranowski. That's Cadoon out to Bixby. Bixby tries to find Lee, tipped away by Tazarek. And now we're going to have a fight at half court as the Bulldogs able to come away with it. Lee, her shot up, no good. Rebound gathered by Nelson. And they're letting the jump balls, or making them really fight for the jump ball there, as Nelson was able to finally gather that loose ball and get that one to convert. So timeout called by the Bulldogs, brought to you by Bank North. As we will keep it here, still 26-21, the last score I saw at the start of that second half for Maple River and Oaks. Looking over on the Division A side for girls basketball, Botno, number 2 ranked Botno, currently trailing at half to South Prairie Max, 30-28. So exciting contest a little further out west from where we currently are broadcasting. So Miranowski set to get it in. Loff now bringing it up the floor here for the Colts. Crosses over back to midcourt now near side. Miranowski guarded by Bixby. Bixby might have gotten away with a little bit of contact on the body. Tazarek blocked by Lee, gets her own miss. And we're going to have a jump ball called by, or caused by Bixby, and this will be possession in favor of Sargent County. So, like I mentioned just a little bit ago, really making them fight for the jump balls here in this one, as Bixby, good poke away there by Loff. As possession will stay here with Sargent County, under 90 seconds to go here in our first half of play. Lee back to Bixby. Bixby gets it inside to Cadoon. Cadoon up off the glass, leaves it short. Good rebound there by Schmidt. Stolen by Nelson. Nelson, no good. Rebound by Cadoon. Cadoon's fall-away shot, no good. Lee was fighting for the offensive board, but I believe that was the last one to touch it as well. So Kylie Coomer will throw it in for the Colts. Tipped by Nelson. Good hustle there by Newstall, and they're going to say last touch, or maybe a foul. Excuse me, it will be a foul on number 24, Hallie Nelson. Her second, team's third. So still one foul to give if you are the Bulldogs. Abby Fisher coming back in as Tazarek will take a seat. Peyton Hammond also checking in for the Bulldogs. Hallie Nelson taking a seat after picking up that second foul. So Coomer gets it into Loff. Good screen set there by Schmidt and poked away by Cadoon. So possession will stay here with the Colts. Loff gets this into Miranowski, shot fake, able to get that one inside, but Bixby able to steal it. Loff, good transition defense there. Down low to Lee, good find there by Cadoon, but unable to finish is Lily Lee. Under a minute to go here, good full court defense played by Hammond on Sydney Loff. Remember, the Bulldogs do have one to give. And Loff unable to convert. About an 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Corner to Newstall, up to Bixby. Bixby somehow able to get it almost to Lee. Shot by Cadoon off the mark. And Cadoon tries to save it, but Schmidt comes away with it. Miranowski now with numbers, 3-on-2. This is Coomer, her mid-range shot, leaves it short. Rebound gathered by, I believe that was Miranowski, it was. And Lily Miranowski will go to the line now to shoot two. That foul was called on Sadie Newstall, her second, team's fourth. 11.6 remaining on the clock. So first free throw coming here for Miranowski is off the front iron. Checking in is Mallory Gunnis as Sydney Loff will take a seat. Second free throw here for Miranowski is up and good. Hammond gets this into Bixby. 7 seconds now, down to just 5. Bixby gets the screen, tries to get it down low to Cadoon. Bulldogs don't want to foul here, as that'll do it here for your first half of play. As Sargent County leads in this one, 28. Richland 17. We will step aside and we will be back with first half stats. A look ahead to the second half, as well as a look ahead to what both of these teams have left on their schedules coming down the stretch of the regular season. You're watching Division B District 1 Girls Basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education for the students. For more information, scan the QR code on screen, stop by the Sargent Central School District, or find the Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars page on Facebook. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Snowman, Mark and Jean Vogt.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the sportsman club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bill. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. how well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
28-17, your score here from Milner at halftime. The Bulldogs leading after 2. Looking at the first half scoring for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they're being led in scoring by their sophomore forward, number 22, Carly Cadoon. She is currently leading the team with 9 points. Behind her is Amber Kerr with 6 and Sadie Newstel also with 6. Hallie Nelson able to add 4, Lily Lee with 2, and Emma Bixby with a free throw. As for the Colts, they're being led in scoring by their junior guard, number 2, Lillian Miranowski, who hit 3 triples, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and then a free throw there at the end of the second quarter to get her to double digits, 10 points, only one in double figures for either team. Sydney Loft, Mallory Gunnis, and Jana Tazarek all with 2 points apiece, and Elena Schmidt able to add a free throw to make up the 17 for the Colts. Looking ahead, first for the Colts, they will be playing 3 of their last 4 regular season games at home starting this Thursday against the Enderlin Eagles. The one road game that they have left for them on their schedule will be against the Oaks Tornadoes, which will be played just 1 week from today. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they will be hosting TS Bazina tomorrow on your live event as part of a boys-girls doubleheader contest. JV starting at about 4 p.m. with girls to follow and boys playing right after that. The Bulldogs, this is game 3 of 4 out of 5 days of basketball, so they're going to get a much-needed break before taking on the number 6 ranked Maple River Raiders next Monday. That game is going to be streamed on your live event and will be played here at home for Sargent County. I believe that game is played over in North Sargent. Yes, I should probably know where I'm heading next week. Yes, that game is going to be played over in North Sargent. Like I said, that's going to be next Monday. Huge game when it comes to seeding for the upcoming District 1 tournament. The last home game of the season for Sargent County will be next Thursday against the Tri-State Tigers. Once again, just some score updates from around District 1. The previously mentioned number 6 ranked Maple River Raiders currently leading Lemoore Litchfield Marion 42-37. About 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of that one. Oaks is leading by 10 at halftime over Tri-State. And still have not seen any updates on that Enderlin, Wymer, Lidgerwood update when it comes to just District 1 contest. For just another interesting game, if you've been looking at the most recent coaches poll, number 7th ranked Kenmere Bowbells was able to defeat Tioga 39-36 here this evening. So exciting ranked matchup and receiving votes matchup over there. Good win for Kenmere. Second half just about ready to get underway. Take a look at who is on the floor. Looks like both teams are going to be starting the same way they started the game. Emma Bixby, Carly Cadoon, Sadie Newstel, Amber Kerr, and Hallie Nelson on the floor for the Bulldogs. Miranowski, Gowan, Loff, Tazarek, and Schmidt on the floor for the Colts. As we had a double dribble called there on the Colts, so it is Bulldogs basketball here. Bixby bringing it up the floor, near sideline. Gets the screen from Kerr. Double screen set there by Nelson. Bixby up to Cadoon. Cadoon, her three-point shot up and off the mark. Gowan was the one who got that miss. Sydney Loff now bringing it up the floor. Up to Miranowski. Good screen set there by Tazarek. Gowan now stripped away by Newstall. Newstall almost able to get that, and we're going to have a foul called. And they're going to call that on Colts number 4, Taylor Gowan. That's going to be her first, team's first here in the third quarter. Newstall gets it into Bixby. Bixby up to Nelson. Nelson guarded by Miranowski. Nelson all the way misses the shot off the glass, and she was in bewilderment there. As Loff unable to handle that one, gathered by Kerr, and now Bixby bringing it up the floor here for Sargent County. Over a minute gone in the third quarter. Cadoon down to Nelson. Nelson unable to get that one to go. And we're going to have last touch by Nelson, so it will be Colts basketball. So Colts have a chance to get it back to within single digits here. As Gowan gets it into Loff. Sydney Loff up ahead to Gowan. Gowan able to get it across half court, guarded here by Newstall. Loff guarded by Nelson. Screen set there by Schmidt. Good roll there from Elena Schmidt, as Elena Schmidt able to get all the way to the bucket, and that's going to be her first made shot from the floor. 3 points now for Elena Schmidt. Kerr gets it ahead to Cadoon. Cadoon's mid-range shot able to rattle in. So lead back up to double digits. Double digits in scoring now is Carly Cadoon. She has 11 here on the evening. That shot there by Gowan, no good. Tazarek got the miss out to Loff. Loff shot up, and she's going to draw the foul as Hallie Nelson caught with her hand in the cookie jar there, as she is going to pick up her third foul, team's first here in the third quarter. You have a couple of substitutions in for both teams, as that first free throw by Sydney Loff is good. Abby Fisher checking back in, as well as Peyton Hammond checking in for the Bulldogs. And it looks like that's Mallory Gunnis set to come in for Sydney Loff if this free throw goes in. And it does. So 2 for 2 trip there from the line is Sydney Loff, and she will take a seat as Gunnis will come in for her spot in the backcourt. Hammond gets this into Bixby. Bixby picks up her dribble, gets it ahead now to Hammond. Hammond with some numbers, 3-on-2, gets it to Amber Kerr. Her mid-range shot up and good. As a quick 30-second timeout brought to you by Bank North. We'll take one with them. 32-21, Sargent County leads.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
So that last timeout was called by Sargent County. Just a quick breather, quick talk on how they want to come out defensively, and looks like they're going to pull back on the full court press and maybe go into more of a 1-2-2. I think that's the first time I've seen them pull that, as Gunnis' mid-range shot, no good. Fisher somehow able to come away with it. Miranowski for 3, no good. As Peyton Hammond going to come away with the deep rebound. Hammond now to Cadoon. Cadoon gets the screen from Kerr. Cadoon mid-range stop, pop, and no good. Rebound gathered there by Elena Schmidt. Hammond almost able to poke that one away from Fisher, but good job holding on. As Miranowski, as we approach the 5-minute mark in the third quarter, down low to Miranowski, and Miranowski blocked by Cadoon. Good job there by Cadoon, staying straight up on that deflection. And they're going to say last touch by the Colts. Believe that got deflected off the knee of Mallory Gunnis. So Bixby bringing it up the floor here. Saw just a little bit of zone at the end of that first quarter, but otherwise it's been all man-to-man for the Colts since. Kerr thought about it. Gets it back out to Kadoon. Almost loses it. Good job there by Miranowski, able to put some pressure on the ball. Amber Kerr, this time mid-range shot off the glass is good. Double digits now for Amber Kerr. She's sitting at 10. Miranowski just inside the three-point line, leaves that one short. And they're going to say that was deflected, so possession will stay here with the Colts. Taylor Gowan and Sydney Loft checking back in for Richland. Schmidt to Zarek. This is now Loft, down low to Schmidt. Schmidt out to Tazarek. Tazarek's shot is just a two-pointer, so must have had just her toe on the line, but Tazarek this time able to pick it off, and even she was a little surprised that she took a few extra steps, and sometimes all you can do is chuckle on a play like that. So good spirit there by Jana Tazarek after she made a nice shot and nice steal. Kadoon, her shot, left it short, and Tazarek again with the rebound. So Kadoon having an off night from the floor, still with double digits. Schmidt guarded here by Kerr. Gowan now guarded by Newstall. Gunnis. Back up top to Gowan, throws that one away, and they're going to say last touched by Gunnis. So it's going to be Bulldog basketball. Checking back in is Lillian Miranowski as Gunnis will take a seat. There's about 3.5 remaining here in the third quarter. Amber Kerr's mid-range shot is good. 12 points now for the Bulldog senior. She's leading Sargent County in scoring now with her 12. Good on-ball defense played there by Bixby. This is down low to Schmidt, guarded by Kerr, and good defense there by Kerr that trip. So Kadoon gets it down low to Bixby, and Bixby able to get that one in off the glass. Lead back up to 15 now for Sargent County as we've got a timeout called here by Richland. And it is a full timeout, so we'll take that time with them. This timeout is brought to you by Bank North. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
2:52 remaining here in the third quarter. Sargent County leading by 15. Taylor Gowan trying to get it inside to Schmidt. Poked away, gathered by Hammond. Hammond gets it ahead to Bixby. Bixby tries to get that one up, blocked by Gowan, but Gowan had her foot out of bounds as she went for that defensive rebound opportunity, so possession will stay here with Sargent County. Good transition defense there by Taylor Gowan, able to get that deflection. Just a little issue on the shot clock. Looks like they got that taken care of pretty easily here inside the MAC. As Kadoon gets the inbound. Deflected there by Tazarek, but left all alone is Kadoon. I believe that was Kerr who was able to get the nice find there. as Tazarek went to jump the pass and left Kadun all alone on the back door. Gowan tries to get it to Tazarek. Tazarek guarded by Kadun. Kadun just rips that one away. And now Kadun has numbers, gets it ahead to Hammond, and Peyton Hammond no good. As once again, shots close to the rim have not been hitting for Sargent County. Those are the ones that can really make or break a ball game, as Tazarek able to get that one in off the glass. Lead cut back down to 15. Up ahead now, this is Hammond, 2-on-1. Gets it to Kerr. Kerr up to Kadun. Free throw jumper, no good. As Schmidt was able to get that ahead to Loff. So Miranowski looking to set up the offense now. 90 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Gowan gets the screen from Schmidt, trying to get Schmidt on the roll there, and it was deflected by Newstall. So possession will stay here with the Colts. Fisher coming back in for the Colts. Anderson back in for Sargent County, as Newstall will take his seat. Miranowski gets that one doubled in the short corner. Schmidt able to get that one underneath. Good job there by Miranowski, able to handle the double team and get the feed inside to Schmidt. Kadun tries to get it to Anderson. Hammond left alone for three. That's up and no good. Rebound by Anderson, blocked by Schmidt. And we'll see if Anderson or Kadun gets the foul call, and they're going to call that one on Carly Kadun. So the team's second, Kadun's first. Mallory Gunnis checking back in, just over a minute remaining here in the third. Gunnis bringing it up the floor, guarded by Hammond. Schmidt now has it. Almost poked away by Bixby. And checking to make sure Schmidt was okay. And we're going to have an offensive foul there on Peyton Hammond, as she kind of lowered the shoulder, extended the arm out. Just about everything you can't do on the offensive end. And she knew it as soon as that whistle blew. Second foul on Peyton Hammond. So Miranowski doubled, and we're going to have a foul here on Anderson. Might have been a little bit of a disagreement between Coach Searstead and the near side official, but I have to agree with him. That looked like a foul on my end. Good job there by Schmidt. Looks like she might have wanted to pass it to someone in the backcourt. But Kerr comes away with the steal. Kadun pops off the glass, no good. Amber Kerr comes away with the board. Peyton Hammond for three, off the mark. Kerr again fighting for that offensive rebound. And possession arrow favors the Bulldogs. So Tazarek and Loft checking back in. Bixby is set to inbound it here for Sargent County. Gets it into Kadun. And we're going to have a travel called on Abby Fisher. I thought we may have had a foul on the Bulldogs. That would have sent the Colts to the line. However, it's going to stay here with Sargent County. 27 remaining. Into Kadun. Kadun into Kerr. Amber Kerr, no good. And a fight for the board, but Tazarek is going to draw the foul and go to the line now to shoot double bonus. We'll see who they call that one on. Carly Kadun is going to be the culprit of that foul. So her second, team's fifth. So Tazarek down to the line to shoot two. First free throw here from Tazarek is in and out. Hallie Nelson coming back in for Amber Kerr. Second free throw here from the freshman Jana Tazarek is up and rattles around, no good. Kadun comes away with the board. And Sargent County can settle for the final shot if they would like. Shot clock turned off. 15 seconds remaining. Kadun Now Bixby, this is Anderson. Good ball movement as Anderson throws that one away, trying to get it to Hammond in the corner. So now 11 seconds remaining here for the Colts. They have a chance now for the final shot. Sydney Loff bringing it up the floor here. 8, now down to 7. Gunnis up to Loff. Loff's three-point shot up and no good. Anderson able to come away with that rebound, and that'll do it through 3 quarters of play. Sargent County lead got up to 17 at 13 now as we enter our 4th quarter. You are watching Division B District 1 girls basketball on your live event. We'll be right back for your 4th quarter here in just a bit.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Colts basketball here to start the 4th quarter. Lillian Miranowski, Mallory Gunnis, Jana Tazarek, Elena Schmidt, and Sydney Loff on the floor for the Colts. This is Elena Schmidt down low. Her shot no good. Almost able to get that offensive board, but good job there by Canoon, able to poke it away. Emma Bixby, Lily Lee now from Bixby, and Lee able to get that one to go. Say Bixby, Lee, Cadoon, Newstall, and Nelson on the floor for Sargent County to start this 4th quarter as Bixby came flying in to try and poke that one away, but they're going to call the foul first on Carly Cadoon. So no fouls in the first half. 3 quick ones here, just about 32 seconds into this 4th quarter. Gunnis gets this into Schmidt. This is Loff, left alone for 3. Just leaving that one short. Good hustle there by Miranowski, but Lee able to come away with that loose ball. So Bixby guarded here by Sydney Loff. This is Nelson now, Cadoon far side corner. Bixby and Newstall. Nelson left alone in the corner for 3. No good. Sydney Loff gathered that rebound. Loff has this one. Now bringing it up the floor, guarded by Cadoon. Tazarek now back out to Miranowski. Loff tries to get it down low to Schmidt. Good job there by Lee, and the Bulldogs have numbers. Little bit of a 3-on-1 as good give and go action there between Nelson and Lee. Back to Nelson for 2, and we've got a timeout on the floor called by Sargent County as they lead in this one, 44, Colts 27.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education for the students. For more information, scan the QR code on screen, stop by the Sargent Central School District, or find the Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars page on Facebook. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Snowman, Mark and Jean Bowe.
44-27 the score here from Milner. Looking around District 1, the Maple River Raiders were able to knock off the Lobos 52-37. That pushes Maple River now to 11-3 overall on the season, setting up what could potentially be an exciting District 1 matchup at Sargent County next week for Maple River. As for the other District 1 game that I have a score for, Oaks is currently leading big over Tri-State in the fourth quarter, so that game just about to go final, giving Oaks the tiebreaker in district standings as well as their 10th win overall on the season. So Fisher gets that to Tazarek. Tazarek, her shot up, no good. Good fight there for the board by Lee as she's going to come away with the defensive rebound. Bixby now brings it up the floor, gets it to Newstall. Good find, cross block to Nelson. And Nelson unable to convert through the contact, but she'll go to the line now to shoot 2. As that foul is going to be called on number 15, Abby Fisher. Her second, team's first here in the fourth quarter. First free throw for Nelson, up and good. Second free throw for the senior Hallie Nelson is up and good. So 50% here on the evening for Hallie Nelson. Colts have put up quite a fight here throughout the evening. Wonder how much gas they have left here as we approach the final 6 minutes to go. Shot from Fisher, no good. Rebound gathered finally by Bixby. Bixby stops, surveys, gets it ahead to Kerr. Her mid-range shot is good. Amber Kerr now with 14 points. And the lead up now to 21 as Sargent County really pulling away here in this second half. Loft down to Schmidt. Good catch there by Elena Schmidt as she is going to go to the line now with an opportunity to convert the three-point play. So Taylor Gowan checking in for Lillian Miranowski, looking like Mallory Gunnis is going to check in for Schmidt after a made free throw or the next dead ball. So Bixby now leading the offense. Gets it to Nelson. Good job there by Loft trying to poke that one away. Good on-ball pressure. This is Kerr. Shot fake. Amber Kerr off the glass. 16 points for the senior Amber Kerr. And she was able to use that shot fake to get right to the rim as Nelson's going to get called for her fourth. So Gunnis will check in as well as Carly Cadoon checking in for Lily Lee. And that last foul by Nelson is 3 now for the Bulldogs here in this final quarter. Good find there out to Mallory Gunnis for the mid-range shots. Good find there by Sydney Loft. Opposite short corner, not an easy pass to make as Kerr tried to get it to Cadoon on that cross-court pass, and hopefully Gunnis is okay. Looks like she landed on the ball, may have gotten the wind knocked out of her, but Carly Cadoon's going to pick up her fourth foul on that play. So 2 Bulldogs players now with 4 fouls with just under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, leading by 19. Poked away by Cadoon. She's going to lead the charge, and Carly Cadoon all the way to the rack to convert. Carly Cadoon now with 13 points. Ball might have been kicked around, and they're going to say last touch by number 5, Sydney Loth, as Gunnis will take a seat and Miranowski will check back in. Bixby able to get it to Kerr. Kerr deflected there. We're going to give a block to Miranowski as that's going to be off the foot of Kerr. As I think Kerr realizes she maybe could have taken a shot fake and a dribble. A little bit of a my bad to her teammate as Elena Schmidt comes back in and Sydney Loft will take a seat. Shot there by Gowan, left short, fighting for the board. Elena Schmidt comes away with it and kisses that one high off the glass. Amber Kerr gets it up to Carly Cadoon. Her shot rattles around and falls. So Amber Kerr's offense has been the key here in this second half. That time getting an assist to their other leading scorer, Carly Cadoon. Gowan down to Zarek. This is Miranowski. Miranowski shot no good. Rebound gathered there by Lee. So Bulldogs just need to take care of the basketball, and they should be able to ride out victory number 13 on this season. Colts going to need a huge run here at the end. Poked away, and last touch there by Cadoon. As Kylie Coomer comes in for the first time here in this second half. Sadie Newstall taking a seat. Hallie Nelson back in for the Bulldogs, playing with those 4 fouls. And close to picking up number 5 right there. Lob down to Elena Schmidt, unable to gather it, but Bixby comes away with the steal. Bixby, it looked like she might have been trying to lead Nelson towards the basket. Down to Lee Cadoon, no good. Kerr comes away with the offensive board. Bulldogs can work this one back around if they'd like. Lee's mid-range shot is good. So Lee coming off of an injury just a couple of games ago. Still trying to get more comfortable with her offensive game, and good job there by Lee to convert. And we're going to have a timeout this time called by the Colts as they trail in this one. Sargent County leads 56, Colts 33.
Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
Miranowski has the ball guarded now by Bixby. Gets down low to Elena Schmidt, and shot fake gets Nelson up in the air, and that is going to foul Hallie Nelson out of this ball game. But for Sargent County's sake, might be just enough of a lead where they should be safe without their second leading scorer, their leading senior scorer, as that first free throw from Elena Schmidt is up and good. Second free throw off the mark. We approach the 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs with possession. This is Cadoon. Kerr now looking for some help. Gets it to Newstall. Newstall maybe was trying to shoot, maybe trying to pass. Not entirely sure, but Coomer had her foot out of bounds when she caught that one. So shot clock will not reset. Staying at 15, but 2:01 left on the game clock. Kerr tries to get it down to Cadoon. And just a little bit tall there for Cadoon, so that's going to be a turnover for Sargent County. Miranowski. That is Gowan down low to Schmidt. Stolen there by Bixby. As we have just a substitution timeout called here for Sargent County, and it's going to be substitutions all around. So I'll try to make sure we get all of those in here. All right, so on the floor now for Sargent County first, Elena Anderson, Mallory Bogart, Whitney Marr wearing number 10, number 23, Claire Wessler, and number 21, Peyton Hammond. This is Mallory Bogart. Her shot up and good. Bogart, the 5'6", 8th grader, getting her second varsity bucket on the season as she's almost able to come away with a steal there. As trying to get that inside to Shaylee Little, but we're going to have a jump ball, and possession will be in favor of the Colts. So Shaylee Little is wearing number 20 for the Colts, number 24, Lucille Hermansley. Breslin Kalinius is wearing number 12, as Wessler has this one, gets it to Hammond. Hammond down to Marr, and Marr unable to handle that one. Number 21, Sophie Peterson, also on the floor for the Colts. And number 22, Inger Holdman, is the 5th one on the floor for Richland. Up top now, this is Bogart. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Just about 35 seconds remaining in the game. Dribble handoff from Anderson to Hammond. Hammond to Wessler. This is Bogart. 5 seconds on the shot clock. This is Anderson. Her three-point heave off the mark. And a little bit of confusion there after we had the shot clock buzzer go off. And the Bulldogs can just hold on to this one and let the clock run out, as they are going to come away with victory number 13 on the season and keep their perfect district and region record intact as they come away with the victory here. 58-34 over the Richland Colts. The Colts falling to 6-9 on the season. We will step aside and we will be back with a few words from head coach Randy Searstead, as well as our Enbridge player of the game, the senior forward number 33, Amber Kerr.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
I'm Freya Angen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
58-34, the final here from Milner, as Sargent County able to come away with victory number 13 on the season. I am joined right now by our Enbridge player of the game, senior forward Amber Kerr, able to come away with 16 points, most of which coming there in that second half. Amber, what was kind of the big change for you guys on the defensive end as you guys went into that second half?
You know, I think that on the defensive end, we're in man more, I think, than 4X. We knew that number 2 was shooting threes, so we still were like, hey, keep an eye on her. But we wanted to have that help defense on number 34, so then she didn't get as many boards and as many down low points as she did before.
Yeah, I could definitely see a change there in that defensive intensity, especially that effort to keep Miranowski away from the three-point line. 3 threes in that first half, 0 in the second half. So one of the parts that's been really interesting these last couple of games is with Lily Lee getting injured, you have gone back into the starting lineup. A senior from the bench to the starting lineup. What has it meant for this team to be able to have such depth on the senior level to be able to bring a senior like you from the bench into a starting role and still be successful?
I think it's really helpful to have a lot of talent on the bench, because then even if some of our starters get tired, or like Lily, if they get hurt, then we're still able to keep up with the really good teams and still be able to play up to our level instead of playing down to some lower levels.
So tough loss on Saturday against Mayport CG, first loss on the season, able to get back into the win column here tonight. What was it like for your team to suffer that loss on Saturday, but then be able to immediately respond here this evening?
You know, the game on Saturday, we weren't necessarily expecting a loss. We went in there thinking like, hey, let's try our hardest. But they are the #1 team in state, and when we did lose, it wasn't like, oh man, we lost. You know, it's kind of like, all right, we know what we need to work on. And then coming into this, not necessarily as hard of a opponent, we were like, all right, let's work on these things that we need to work on. Let's try to lift ourselves back up so then we're ready for those other harder games that are going to come up later on.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much. Our Enbridge player of the game, Amber Kerr, able to finish the game with 16 points to lead Sargent County to their 58-34 victory. We'll be right back to hear a couple words from head coach Randy Searstead after the break.
Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Just heard from our Enbridge player of the game, Amber Kerr, getting 16 points to lead Sargent County to the 58-34 victory. Carly Cadoon also able to have double digits, leading the team in scoring with 17. I'm joined here by head coach Randy Searstead. What can you say about those 2 players I just mentioned, your sophomore Carly Cadoon, but also your senior Amber Kerr, able to lead you in scoring, but also just kind of lead your team throughout the evening?
Yeah, other than Carly, I mean, it's nice to see a couple other girls, too, getting in double figures and shooting well and realizing that we got to hit some shots and pull that their taller, bigger girl in the low post to bring her out in the high post and try to spread out the field a little bit more so we can do so. But overall, I was happy with Amber hitting a couple shots. Lee hit a couple shots there, too, near the free throw line, and we needed that to spread it out a little more.
You know, one of the big areas that's been very effective for your team throughout the year is forcing turnovers, scoring in transition. Able to see a lot of that here this evening. You know, what has been something that has allowed this team to excel so much on that defensive end of the court?
They're scrappy on defense. It's a lot of fun to work with and realize that, you know, they can push the ball, and I love to run them and see them finish at the rim too, but you know, it would be nice to hit some shots outside here and there when we are in our offensive sets. But overall, I mean, when we're attacking the rim well and knowing when and when not to, it's a sweet thing to watch.
So I'm going to ask you something very similar to what I asked Amber. Game on Saturday, getting that first loss of the season. I know sometimes as a head coach, you're like, you know, it's okay to get one out of the way. Obviously, you don't always feel that way. But what was something that game and then the way that they responded here this evening, how did that really respond to you of what kind of team Sargent County has this year?
Yeah, I mean, they worked their tails off on Saturday, and, you know, hats off to Mayville, too, for being number one. And, you know, we went down to about the beginning of the fourth quarter. It got a little sketchy. They hit a few threes, and then the shots didn't go our way. But just told the girls to get back on their horse and get back in the swing of things. I mean, we went on a 12-0 stretch to start the season. Let's just try to do another one here and see what happens. But, you know, just got to fine-tune some things. We found some mistakes and experienced some of those that we can work on for the next couple games because we got back-to-back again. But then we're ready for the rest of the season.
So just a couple of games left here down the stretch. What does your team need to do here as we finish off the regular season and get ready for that district play coming up?
That everyone's digging for us and coming at us. I mean, you look at Friday night, Weimer Lidgerwood played tough against us and hit some shots. Richland played well with us for about 3 quarters. You never know what's going to happen on any given night, too. You got to be ready for anything. Can't assume anything either, and you got to keep playing hard and going hard and have a good attitude about it too. So.
All right, awesome. Thank you, head coach Randy Searstead. We'll step aside and we'll just finish this off. A couple of final highlights as well as a look ahead as to what both teams have here remaining on their schedule. 58-34 final score. Thank you, head coach.
Thank you.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Final score here from Milner, 58, Sargent County, 34, Richland Colts. The Colts fall to 6-9 overall on the season. Also dropped their second district game. And with the victory by the Tornadoes over Tri-State, that moves Oaks up to that third spot in District 1. And barring a final score from Wyoming-Lidgerwood, that's going to put the Colts at a three-way tie between Tri-State, Wyoming-Lidgerwood, and the Colts with 2 wins in district play, as district play is coming up here towards the midway point of February, so coming up very soon. For the Colts, they will be playing 3 of their last 4 regular season games at home starting on Thursday against the Enderlin Eagles, and their 1 road game left is against Oaks. 1 week from today, as for Sargent County, they move on to 13-1, perfect in Region 1 and District 1 play, leading in that number 1 spot in District 1 ahead of tourney time. They're going to be hosting TS Bazina tomorrow. That game is going to be streamed on your live event as part of a boys-girls doubleheader. JV action starting at about 4, so expect girls tip-off to be at about 6 with the boys game to follow. After that, the Bulldogs will host number 6 ranked Maple River, who picked up a nice win over the Lobos here this evening. That game, as we've mentioned, could be huge for District 1 seeding. That is going to be next Monday over in North Sargent before finishing off their home schedule against Tri-State next Thursday. Want to thank everyone for tuning in here this evening for YourLiveEvent.com. I was joined by Connor Olson behind the camera. I'm Nick Furch. Thank you all for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your night.